welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the end of tonight's battle between the New York Giants and the Buffalo. On first down. Dumped off to his running back. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
They cross the 40. Nice run there. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
First down, Giants.
They're going to try and throw it here. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New York.
Throwing from the gun. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
If you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Cut near the goal line. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. They'll try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Brings up second and goal at the Bills' 4-yard line.
Back now, pressure coming. Chased out to his right. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress.
And he hauls it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what they're off. The Giants and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
First down, play action. That one connects. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 13-0 lead. Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives.
Ready up! Go!
They go play action on first down. He's got some air in the dish one, deep down the middle. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
First down, Giants.
They're going play action. Sends this to the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. It got second down.
It's now second and 10.
They'll go play action. This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. The Giants using their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Not an enviable spot as they come up third and long.
Let's go now.
Here he goes, third and long. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Well, sometimes there's nothing you can do but throw your hands up and stare at the ground, partner. He knew he was beat deep, and there was nothing he could do about it.
Yeah, and this is one of those just killers, right? These spot fouls, it's fuel for an
And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Giants take a 13-point lead. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really...
Giants ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
First play is a design run. And he's hit and sent out of bounds. So this ends as a gain of close to 7, second down.
Brings up second and 3.
He'll pass it this time. Has him on the quick hitter. Looks away from one. And he's taken down at the 30. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A gain of 15. And the Giants first down.
Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Giants are going to have the first down. Working inside the red zone. A dangerous throw. He almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down. Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for second down. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called,
Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And we're down inside a minute to play here in the second quarter. But that is enough time to get a drive together.
Set. Cougar 19. Take up.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. He fires one deep down the left. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. He's looking deep once again. He's got it inside the 10. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
From the red zone on first. Escapes and the ground game works for the touchdown. The Giants boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
That score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is second down. Back to throw now. Escapes the pocket. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. We'll go with a design keeper. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it's good for a New York first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, New York. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex. Like they flip through their call sheet, they just call whatever's on it. Then there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action, if the play action right off of it.
Giants ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And as this lead has grown, they have not taken their foot off the gas. No reason to expect them to slow down now on what could be a 4th consecutive touchdown drive. First and 10, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And it's going to be brought down up at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. New set of downs for them from the 31.
First down, Giants.
They're going option keeper on first and 10. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Off the play fake. He'll throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Diving right side, got it! They're picking 14 yards on that one, and the Giants are going to have the first down.
And the Giants first
They work against the blitz. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. So second down coming up.
It's second down and 10.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Bills bringing an extra DB out. Third down. Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. Nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First down, Giants.
Dropping back to throw. Has it down close. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
First and goal, New York.
From the red zone now. Catch made. And he has the New York touchdown. The Giants trying to end this before the final quarter. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw a play.
Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. They'll run here on first down. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Throwing now off the play action. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down. Throwing off the play fake. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Going deep here for the end zone. Somebody there, and he knocks it away. Couldn't connect for it all on that first down, so back to the drawing board they go for 2nd.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They are throwing it again. Going all the way to the end zone here. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down.
Plays like that are called twofers. It's why coaches live 2 years for one. All the planning, great play call, careful execution led to that, and it was still dropped to the turf. Touchdown. Lost.
Complete out to the right side. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And it's good for a New York first down. He's going to throw it again. Caught near the goal line. And that's a New York touchdown. The Giants are running them out of the building. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has got... Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. Drive starts with an option, right side. They pitch it out to him here. He finds a little room there before being hauled down, gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
3rd down from the gun. Looking right, and he finds him. Escapes a defender. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 32.
First down, Giants.
Hawk 70.
They'll go play action. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They're going play action. Connects on the crosser. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Giants throwing 6 more on the blowout. Giants ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
They're going to pass it here. Trying to lob that one in, but no luck. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. To the air on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Giants continue adding to an insurmountable lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Made it through the regular season perfect. They advanced through those 2 playoff games, and now, Brock, now they can officially call themselves just the 2nd undefeated team in NFL history. Only them and those 72 Dolphins have ever claimed that piece of football immortality.
It's pretty wild, isn't it, Kate? Over half a century since we saw a team make it through an entire season undefeated. And in this modern NFL, remember, they played 20 games a season, at least 20 games. So we wondered if we'd ever see it happen again, but here we are. Witnesses to history and witnesses to one of the best football teams ever assembled.
At the podium is the commissioner of the NFL, Roger Goodell, to award the Lombardi Trophy to the New York Giants, the best in the NFL, champions of the Super Bowl.